Just to start with, I thought that we really didn't have the right kind of focus level coming into today. Just on really on both ends of the floor, but especially on offense. I thought in the first half we really took a lot of tough shots. It got a little bit better as the game went on, but ended up just really taking a lot of tough contested shots, which made it tough for us on that end of the floor. Defensively. I thought early on we were pretty good, but we were giving up stuff and we talked about not giving up in scouting, and then as the game wore on, we got a little bit worse with that. So, um, not our best performance, but plenty we can learn from. And one thing I told the guys afterwards is that this was just another opportunity for us to compete and get better.
And you talked about guarding Winter last week, and I get you guys made him more of a distributor last week, or at least on Sunday. He didn't score a lot, but he had a lot of assists. Today he was scoring. I mean, he's sort of a pick your poison kind of guy, I suppose. What was the strategy today with him?
Very similar. We wanted to make sure that we, committed to him as much as we possibly could, whether it be in ball screen coverage or in drives, and try to make him make passes out to other guys. And we certainly didn't do nearly as good a job as on that. I thought he was more aggressive today when we put two guys on him. I think he kept the ball alive a little bit more than he did last time. He was a little more willing to pass when we played on Sunday. But there were also plenty of times where he was in space by himself with one other guy, and that was not a good recipe for us today.
And then Butler, 7 of 8. Talk about him if you would, and what he was able to do inside.
Yeah, he did what he does, which is he's a really good finisher around the basket. He was obviously the recipient of a lot of the work that Winter was doing. Hurt us on the offensive glass a couple of times, but when he gets the ball in close, you got to be there with high hands and make him score for the top. And he had too many just clean layups where he could just turn and drop the thing in.
Were you feeling relatively good at halftime, down 5?
Yeah, we told the team that I thought that the first half went a little bit better for Drexel than for us, and it was still a 5-point game, and we just needed to shore some things up on the offensive end and just tighten up our defense a little bit. And obviously, we were not able to do that as the second half wore on.
You mentioned in your opening statement, I can't remember the exact word I'm taping, but I think you said something about focus maybe. Could you expound on that or whatever it was, the word that you did use?
Yeah, focus was the word I used. Like I said, we just didn't have quite the same level of sharpness that I think we've had in some of our better games and some of our practices. And I said winners numbers, tell you all you need to know about it. So we wanted to commit to and make him a facilitator, and he was 8 for 12 from the floor. So we just, like I said, that was just something that we weren't as sharp with. And on the offensive end, I thought there were just a lot of times that we forced shots and got in, and it was contested tough shots that we took. And when we're playing with the right focus level, we get in and touch the paint, and if the shot's there, we take it. If not, we keep the thing moving and just keep working. And we just didn't do that with the same level that I'd like to see.
Would you say that statistically the 8 assists would back up what you're saying on that?
Yeah, a little bit. The way that they play is they make you turn the offense over a couple more times than some teams do, because they don't want you to be able to. They don't want you to be able to run stuff and take you out of your sets and all that. But I think where they're a little bit susceptible is when you can get deeper into the shot clock and make those good decisions. And I did think that there were also a couple of dump offs we had that we weren't able to finish that probably would have changed it a little bit as well. So, but yeah, I mean, 8 assists on 24 baskets is obviously not a great number.
And I don't know fully how they define this stat, but it's they have the stat called layups in which you were 14 of 29 and they were, I think, 16 of 20. Um, Again, I don't know how they define it, but do you think that says something about how they were able to get to the rim a little better?
Yeah, I think that says a lot. Like I said, that was our whole goal, was to not give them those ones around the rim like that. And I think they got there in transition. Winter got there in the half court a few times, and then their bigs on some dump offs, and again just a couple of offensive rebounds. A lot of our shots around the rim, I thought, were some of those contested ones that we're talking about, where I think we took some of them that were just a little bit early. That if we just keep the thing going a little bit, we got a chance to get a little better look.
You mentioned too, learning from this one. Of course, after what happened with Charleston, you ended up maybe not having a game, and then you were able to get this. And I'm sure you'd rather have played and lost than not played at all. But was that important? Did you feel to be able to play this weekend somehow?
Yeah, we certainly wanted to play. There's it's the way that this year is going. I mean, you're just going to get these kind of bizarre situations where, um, Charleston got shut down, and Drexel was supposed to go to Elon, and it makes sense. There's the two teams that don't have games. You play a game. So, yeah, I told the guys afterwards. I said, if we're healthy and we're able to play somebody, we're certainly going to play them. And um, I was glad we were able to compete today, and I think we can.